December 7th, 1941. The peaceful skies over Pearl Harbor are about to be torn apart by a surprise attack. The Imperial Japanese Navy, under the command of Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto, has launched a devastating raid on the US Pacific Fleet. The goal is to cripple America's naval power, ensuring Japan's dominance in the Pacific. Over 350 aircraft Zeros, Kates, and Walls are launched from six aircraft carriers, bearing down on the unprepared base. But let's change one thing. Instead of the expected Japanese planes, a sleek black silhouette cuts through the sky. It's not a Japanese plane, it's the future. A modern F 22 Raptor, a fifth generation stealth fighter from 2020s, has appeared in 1941, armed with cutting edge technology, advanced radar, and weaponry beyond anything imaginable in the 1940s. How will this modern aircraft fare against the primitive warplane of World War II? Well, the F 22 Raptor is an apex predator in the air with a top speed of over Mach 2. It can outrun anything in the 1940s. Its stealth capability make it invisible to radar, and its sensor can track target from hundreds of miles away. Armed with the most advanced missile and a 20 millimeter cannon capable of tearing apart enemy planes with ease, the F-22 is a far cry from the propeller-driven fighters of the past. But how does it compare to the famous Zeros and torpedo bombers from Japan? The F 22 is a marvel of modern engineering. It's designed to dominate in air to air combat, equipped with radar system that can detect target far beyond the reach of World War II aircraft. Its infrared sensor allow it to track and engage enemies in the dead of night or through smoke and clouds. Two capabilities the pilot of the 1940s could only dream of. On the other side, we have the legendary Japanese aircraft, the Mitsubishi A6M-0, a nimble, lightweight fighter that was designed for dogfighting and had an impressive range for its time. The Zero was the crown jewel of Japan's aerial fleet, but despite its agility, it lacked the firepower and technology of modern jets. As the attack on Pearl Harbor began, the F 22 is already in the sky, soaring at altitudes and speeds the Japanese pilot could only dream of. The first wave of Zeros is closing in, their engines roaring as they head towards the American fleet. The F 22's radar, far superior to anything the Zero's pilots have ever encountered, picks them up long before they can see the fighter jet. With a flick of its control stick, the F 22 banks hard and accelerates toward the incoming fighter. It's invisible on the Zero's radar. The Japanese pilot, unaware of the threat, press on, unaware of the deadly surprise lying in wait. At a range of 20 miles, the F 22 locks on its first target, a formation of Zeros flying in tight formation with precision. The Raptor fires a salvo of AMRAAM missile, long-range weapons that track targets using radar. The first missile strike the lead Zero dead on, disintegrating it in a flash of fire and metal. Before the remaining Zeros can react, another missile streaks from the Raptor, knocking out a second aircraft. The remaining pilots scramble to break formation, but it's already too late. The F 22 fires another missile, sending a third Zero spiraling into the ocean. But the F 22 isn't finished. It dives into the fray, pulling off impossible turns and maneuvers that the Zero pilots can never hope to match. The Zeros are quick. The F 22 advanced flight system allow it to turn tighter, climb faster, and accelerate harder than anything the Japanese pilot have ever seen. The F 22's superior maneuverability is on full display as it effortlessly dodges the incoming fire from the remaining Zeros, using its superior speed to get in position to take them out one by one. The Japanese pilots, unable to keep up with the Raptor's insane agility, start to panic. Their rifle and machine guns powered by 1940s standard are useless against the Raptor advanced composite armor. It's like trying to shoot a paper target with a rubber bullet. But the real surprise comes when the F 22 faces off against the Japanese bombers, Kates and Walls. These planes, though heavily armed with bombs and torpedoes, are no match for the F 22's firepower. The F 22 unleashes a burst from its 20 millimeter cannon, turning a Kate into a pile of burning wreckage. In an instant, the walls are similarly obliterated as the Raptor rips through their formation with ease. The remaining bomber, realizing they stand no chance, break off their attack, scattering in every direction. The F 22 tracks them all, picking off one bomber after another until the skies over Pearl Harbor are clear. The Japanese pilot who thought they had the element of surprise are left stunned and confused. Their once fair air superiority is now a thing of the past. The F 22 speed, stealth, and advanced targeting system have rendered their entire attack useless. The F-22's speed, stealth, and advanced targeting system have rendered their entire attack useless. The sky is now dominated by a single jet, and the American force, now fully aware of their new technological advantage, prepare to take the fight to the enemy. In a matter of hours, what was once a brutal surprise attack has turned into an utter rout. The Japanese forces, unable to comprehend the might of modern air combat, retreat in disarrays with nearly 100 aircraft destroyed by a single fighter jet. The US Navy's Pacific Fleet, still reeling from the surprise attack, is now poised to strike back stronger than ever. The course of history has been altered. The US now has an air superiority unlike anything the Japanese expected, and the war in the Pacific takes on a very different tone. The F 22 has not just turned the tide, it has rewritten the rules of warfare in the blink of an eye. At the end of the video, I just wanted to say subscribe and hit the bell icon. Thanks for watching.